welcome all of you to this morning's training or today's training. This training has been in the works for some time since I was appointed by the President to head the Small Arms Commission. Let me once again welcome all of you, acknowledge the team who put this together at the Small Arms Commission, Carl, who together with JB and all of you who put this together. It's something that, as one of our mandates as the Small Arms and Light Weapons Commission, we are supposed to be doing. And so, and per the President's, His Excellency John Dramani Mahame's reset agenda, it's important that we do this to be able to bring transporters up to date. I appreciate your presence here. I can see all the big names in terms of transportation in Ghana here. The purpose of this meeting, basically from our point of view, is to deepen that collaboration between ourselves and you. In Ghana, I must say, the other modes of transport are inefficient, apart from transportation by road. If it is by air, how many of us go by air? If it's by rail, how many rail lines or how many coaches do we have to move people? It means that you are the most dependable partners we can work with. And looking at our mandate, it's important for us to see how the law, as we have been given to work with, and the law you have been given to work with, how we can work together as partners, if you ask me. While NASCA has consistently led public sensitization effort in transport sector across the country, this is our first opportunity to bring all key holders together under one roof for such a targeted engagement. It is very important because then once a while you will see a high occupancy bus get an accident that ideally the bus shouldn't be completely bent. And you go in and unfortunately the driver is dead. Do we call them the conductors or the mates? Everybody's dead. And you would hear the villages around say, we had something that looks like explosions. It is all because sometimes we are not diligent. And those who are moving in these high occupancy buses or our vehicles or passenger vehicles don't disclose what is in there. And so the purpose of this engagement, as per our mandate, you are here to be taught what to look out for when someone comes with a cocoa sack or fertilizer sack. What should you be looking out for? Maybe the person is carrying dynamite. Maybe the person is carrying grenades. Maybe the person is carrying ammonium. And if you know that the simple fertilizers which we use in, fertilizing our soil have been used and can be used for improvised, explosives. And so, what would be some of the things you must be, probably to put it, what are some of the things you should be looking out for? That is why we are here. Some of the key risk areas we are expecting you to take note of is going to be part of this training. And so it is important to have you here. Drivers, mate, loading boys, and parcel clerks may unwittingly move parcels upon, and weapons hidden in parcels and goods. I mean, my team have intercepted, together with security agencies, have intercepted, trucks. And sometimes, or most often, the drivers don't know. The drivers' mates don't know. For them, we are moving passengers who look very innocent, well dressed like I am and you are. And yet they are carrying weapons to Boku. They are carrying weapons to Alavanyo, in Konya, in Kwanta. They are carrying weapons because then without you, these weapons will be difficult to move them. It's something we must admit, that without our transporters, you are playing a very important role in the development of this country. So it's important we sensitize you. And so, and also we, with regards to impact on security, we are all aware. It's something that I don't have to reiterate so much. Without transportation, armed robbers cannot even move from here to the north. Armed robbers cannot move from the north to the south. Armed robbers can't move from Volta to anywhere. And so it is the same mode of transport I would use. You guys provide us. That usually transports the good people and usually the bad people. How do we collaborate with you in terms of some of these training programs to be able to fish out some of these people? And when you fish them out, how do you pass on information without putting others at risk? Is the reason why we are here. And so I would say that fortunately, Ghana, we haven't suffered any terror attacks. And so one of our mandates, if you ask me, is to ensure that we don't suffer any terror attack in this country, so that the efficient transport service we are receiving from you, we continue to receive it. And so it is time. It's a call to action. We are expecting all of you to pay attention to and ask questions. Ask questions so that when you leave here, you would have gotten some explanation to some of the things that probably bothered you and you didn't. Sometimes it's difficult to come to terms with. And so do not compromise your safety and safety of others by agreeing to transport items you cannot verify for. I mean, usually the guy comes, and if you ask me, they're loading boys. I mean, it is we are all guilty. I won't single out one transport agency and say, when it comes to checking parcels, they are the most efficient. No, we are all guilty. I won't single out one, because usually the transport owners are on one side, those who are loading the vehicle are on another side, the driver is he goes to sit somewhere and is eating his fufu and waiting to be called at Kanayema, then he comes. As to what has been put in there, he doesn't know. It is only when he's caught, then he says, well, I mean, I don't know. And sometimes some of these items are stashed under these vehicles, and those who stash them there are not with the vehicle. So when there is an arrest, the driver and the mate are the two people who are locked, sometimes for 48 hours, for doing nothing. The only thing they didn't check was verifying what's in there. And so we are here to see how we can play key roles. One of the things we have been discussing, which I'm sure would come up during this training exercise, is to see how we are partnering. We've had donor agencies and funding agencies telling us they want to see how we can build ultra-modern scanning, facilities at those of you who have facilities, structured facilities, so that if someone comes with anything big or anything small, you can scan it before it goes in there. And so these are conversations we are having, and hopefully when we are able to put, the dots together, we'll get back to you. I'm sure these discussions are going to be going on today. And so let me say that if you see something, you must say something. The mantra is still there. Report any suspicious activity. You can always report to us. You can report to the Ghana Police. You can report to any security agency. You can report to any of them. Don't see it and say, I'm not going to act, because not acting, you are going to compromise everybody's safety. And so this is how I would end my brief statement to you, and wish you well during this, engagement. If you have any questions, our doors are always opened. I am here to ensure that the right things are done. This country becomes the best when it comes to security and safety. We are not doing bad. We can do it better. But of course, without you, I must say, without you, this development of this country would be, there will be a lot of challenges, because we don't have any mode of transport that, apart from yourselves, when it comes to movement of people en masse. And so once again, thank you very much for coming. this effort is not going to be something that it's not going to be once. We hope to move it to the other regions. We have probably called it 15 more regions to go, and so we are going to be moving to the other regions to do that. So this is the first of its kind this year we are doing. So thank you very much for coming. Thank you, all of you. Thank you.
Thank you very much.